Here in the north, the Yaller horn is about to sound and send two teams to battle here at U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, Minnesota. Just about halfway through the season now. Still a lot of ball to be played as we're off in Week 8. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. They'll try and throw it here. Looking right, and he finds him. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
First and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They're running the option, short side. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
It's easy for me to say up here in the friendly confines of the booth, Kate, but that was not the right read. And you hate seeing him absorb yet another hit at the end of the play. You never want him taking unnecessary shots throughout this game.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he's across midfield into Patriots territory. It's a gain of 3 after the loss, but still 3rd and 8 to work with.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd and long for him here. He has the first over the middle. And he's able to take this one down to the 25. Give him 24 on that play. And it'll bring up a Minnesota 1st down.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your 3rd downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
Quite the opening drive they put together, partner. New set of downs all the way down to the 25. They go play action on 1st. And no look there, and that throw falls to the ground. Gonna have to wait a little longer for his first catch of the game. And we'll see what they do here on 2nd down.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
2nd and 10 now. Finds him over the middle. And he'll go down here at the 16.
Okay, one thing I learned from the late, great Mike Leach is, yeah, the system was called air raid, but it wasn't just attacking downfield. His philosophy, and it played out right there, is you have to attack every inch of the field, both vertically and horizontally, with out routes or in routes just like that.
3rd down, 1 yard to go. Blown back gets the handoff. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. Back to the well again. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. Well, you couldn't ask for a better start to a game than that. The offense taking it all the way down the field and finishing with 6.
These opening drives, Kate, are such tone setters. It is why every offense loves to script their first 15 plays, right? Everybody knows what's coming. Allows you during the practice week to get into rhythm, but even better when you're that sharp, that crisp, and you finish off and get the early lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all. So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll be met near the line to limit the gain to a yard. Jalen Phillips finishing that play off. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Short pass brought in. He gets loose down the right side. And he flips the field for them before being taken down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They've set themselves up well for an opening drive touchdown here, Brock. It's 1st and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Now might be a good spot to remind everybody, not for the 1000th time, how much better athletes these D tackles are today, Kate. A decade or two ago, they just ate up space. Now, they eat up running backs.
Went the wrong direction the last play. Need to get forward 3 yards here on 2nd and goal. They'll send him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Patriots finish off their opening drive. Lining up now to try the extra points. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots respond with 7 of their own to tie it here early. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. point. That's complete to Wilson. It's on the turf, the ball's out, he lost it. And it's a turnover, the defense has it. Wow, oh wow. He sent his offense out twice now, and both times they fumbled it away. I'm not sure who's more aggravated, the dudes down there or the dude next to me up here.
Well, I'm aggravated, but I know the guy on the field wants to put the offense in the doghouse, like all of them right now. This can't happen in the NFL, Kate. And a lot of guys out there, they got to be looking to one another, hold each other accountable to hold on to the ball.
And he's able to drive this to the 29 before the stop. It's a pickup of 11. And that's a New England first down.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
First down throw for May. Complete out to the right. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Patriots will have a first down.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only one? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
And they bring him down pretty quickly at the 10. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. They kick the running back in motion. May now from the gun. Escapes the pocket. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down.
Yeah, that was a play, Kate, right there where you need to buy your receivers just enough time to get open along their routes. And your quarterback enough time to find and hit him with the throw. Time, well, that's not what he had. O-line couldn't hold up, and it forces the incompletion.
May now on 3rd down. The throw is caught. And he's tackled for a short gain. That's the end of our first quarter. 3 more to go. The Patriots sending the field goal unit out for a try. A very short kick here from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to break our tie and give them a 3-point advantage.
I never saw a play script that ended with a field goal. It was always a touchdown that you wanted. But that's 3 points, and it's enough to give them the lead.
And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Oh, he put everything he had into that throw. And this is going to end up incomplete. He really aired it out there on 1st down, but just couldn't make the connection.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
Throwing on 2nd and 10. Gets him on the in route. And he's touchdown after a nice pickup there to get the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
They'll throw on 1st. Has him on the quick hitter. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's going to give the Vikings the first down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you plan for, and you go out and execute.
New set of downs for him from the 46. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
From the 43. He's trying to push the field. Touchdown, Minnesota. So Brock, good work there to finish off the drive in the end zone and retake the lead.
You just get this feeling every once in a while in games, this sucker's going to be a back-and-forth football game. So what a great job offensively to jump out in front here in the first half of play.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. So they tag him for roughing the kicker. And now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft in and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all. But now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. The drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more, and they know it.
2nd down now, 7 to go. Operating from the gun, here's May. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
I think I could see his eyes from the booth. He was envisioning the return and simply dropped it. You got to secure the pick before anything else.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. From the gun, it's May. He's on the move. Now from the left, that's grabbed inside the 30. A pickup there of 39. And that's a New England 1st down. So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, they'll run. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
They'll run now on 2nd down. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually they do give him the 10-yard line. That's a gain of 13, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They had the 1st down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
First down from the red zone. Pass it down close. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
May looking to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And he scores. It's a New England touchdown. The Patriots take a 2nd quarter lead. Drake made the touchdown. Now they'll try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Throwing now from the gun. Wilson's got it. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
We're at the 2-minute warning of a high-scoring game so far. My goodness. It's the Vikings with a first and 10. He'll throw it. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down.
Oh, that's like a good peanut butter and jelly sandwich. It takes both to make it work. And defensively, you've got to have that pressure up front. That's peanut butter. And then you'd like to have some jelly. And that was almost a huge play with an interception.
Another throw here on second down. Hits his running back. And they'll have it a little shy of the 40 as he goes out. They'll get 18 yards there. And it'll bring up a Minnesota first down.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
This is reeled in by Wilson. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
They've run this 12-yard out route, Kate, at the Combine, well, all the way back to last century when I had to throw it. In this throw, this is a big boy throw. This is a differentiator. Can you make that deep out throw on time, on rhythm, and accurately? Well, that was teaching tape right there.
And he'll get down to the 21-yard line before he stopped. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're first to 3. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. Another carry for him. Room to the right. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. They give it to him again. We'll take it in. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings get some late points and the lead. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game. Nope. Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. From the gun, here's a handoff. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be second and 8. Patriots try to hustle everyone up to the line. Second and 8. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he takes this out after crossing the 45. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Patriots will have a first down. May now. He throws a bullet to the center. Brought in inside the 20. And he'll go down here at the 16.
A gain of 37 yards. First down, New England.
Thinking touchdown here after that big play. We've got 1st and 10 from the red zone. Working inside the red zone. Escapes out to the left. No one open, so he chucks this to another county.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down. To the air yet again, May. And he brings it in for a New England touchdown. The Patriots take the lead just before halftime. Kicking team on to try the PAT. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Patriots push their lead to 3. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line. Top 5, 29. There was a name 29, 29. Joe name 29. I am the Omega. Teaching and only the yes, I want to address me a lesson before letters. I thought you know better. I've been dumping the pandemic. I've been
19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. They'll throw to begin this drive. Gets everything he has under this throw. Caught at the 20-yard line. He does it. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings take the lead just before halftime. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
Extra point is up and good from slot. And the Vikings take a 4-point lead. Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback. This drive starting from the 30. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. Looking to throw. And that one's caught along the left sideline.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. He connected once, and a good chance here. This is inside of 35. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. Well, if you love high-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Now give left side. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this second down. Back-to-back carries here. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They get 20 yards out of the play and move the chains.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
Going to the ground again on first. And somehow he manages to get back to the line of scrimmage before going down. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
When one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. This time it's a passing play. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Not on the same page with his tight end. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along your route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, then completions follow.
Throw on 3rd down. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. 30. He's at the 10. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Thrown at the depth where linebackers coming to play in coverage, partner. And sure enough, one of them jumps it and takes it to the house.
You say that. You know what I think about? I think about the depth finder on my fishing boat. You're absolutely right. This is where these linebackers love to lurk and could do some serious damage.
Sly gets the extra point to go. And the Vikings grow their lead to 8. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else. So that football coming out to the 30-yard line. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Touchdown, New England! The Patriots shrinking the lead some in the 3rd. So the Patriots leaving the offense out there. Look at this. They want 2 more here. They want to run it across. And he's into the end zone again. So he gets them the big play touchdown. And then they reward him with a chance to add on 2 more. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback.
They're on the 30-yard line.
First and 10 now from the 30. Now we're on the counter. He's got room to roam here. How about a big hitter? 30-40 yards there and a new set of downs.
Kate, you know by now I'm not shy about referencing movies during a game, and that run, that was a picture-perfect script. You get the defense thinking one thing, looking one way, then bam! You surprise them with a twist, head the other way for a big run.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game, right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
Second and 6 now. Catch is made down the right sideline. It's a gain of 17 on that one. And that's going to get the Vikings the first down.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he's brought down for a loss.
There is no thought needed from him. He has been doing this so long, dating back to college and high school. Those instincts, they come at you with a capital I. Identify that run, fire downhill, and get home in the backfield before that play could get started.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. 6 yards to pick up there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
This throw is caught. And they're able to touch him down, so that's going to bring up 4th down.
You know, Kate, that's exactly what that coverage was meant for. Make the quarterback throw it short, go up and rally, and get yourself off the field.
It'll be a field goal try from Joey Sly. This only a chip shot from the right hash.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. To throw, here's May. He's going to try to drop it in deep right. And that's going to be knocked away, incomplete. That one firmly denied by the man in coverage. So it's 2nd down coming up.
Read and react, read and react, read and react. Got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going. And you got to react as he begins to throw to get to a spot and knock it away.
So after the incompletion, here comes the 2nd down call. Back to the air, it's May. This one is tipped away and incomplete. Good positioning to make a play on it. That forces 3rd down.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get two hands on it the next time.
May now on third down. Complete out to the right side. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. That one goes for 25 yards. And that's a New England first down. Lone back gets the handoff. And he'll advance this down to the 38-yard line. It's a solid 70-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. A flag's down as he stops. Looks like this one's on the offense. Well, partner, they say there's holding on every play. You just got to look for it, right? That time, though, we did not have to look too hard. Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll get this down to the 40. A gain of about 3, so a third of what they needed. 3rd and 6 coming up. May now from the gun. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Could go, but it's just too short. It hits the crossbar. Only 1 quarter remains in our final game of the week. That's the end of the 3rd. It's Vikings ball, working to carry this lead through to the end. Football on that 47-yard line, first down. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Now looking to throw. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
They did it! He made the interception! And the Patriots have some new life in the 4th.
All the QBs in this league, they love their slot guys. We see it all over the NFL, that close relationship between quarterback and slot receiver. They play in such, well, just such chemistry. But then when you get a defender that can get in the middle of it and mix it up and read and react in that kind of way, you get interceptions right out of the slot. That is a job well done.
They'll run here on first down. Nice cut back to the right sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That's a 38-yard play for him to move the sticks.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
May on 1st and 10. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they opt for the shorter pass later in the progression on that play, Brock, but man, the defense took that away too.
Well, what they tell us yesterday in those production meetings, nothing comes easy. No easy completions from shots down the field to those checkdowns to the running back. Wanted to make this offense earn everything. They just did.
May trying again here on 2nd. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
How many times do defenders hear from their coaches, read and react, read and react? You got to read where the quarterback's eyes are going, and more importantly, you got to react as he begins to throw and knock that ball away.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Operating from the gun, here's May. And they get this all the way down to the 16-yard line. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Patriots will have a 1st down.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
They send the tight end in motion. Hand off to the back. And they'll stop him after a short gain to the 13. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's May. Flushed out to his left. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. Timeout taken by the Patriots. They're 1st to 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Will take it in. Touchdown, New England. The Patriots take a 4th quarter lead. Now a try to go up by 4, put it out of the range of a field goal. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Patriots take a 4-point lead. The Patriots kick team out there as they send it away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. Looking to throw here and shake off that previous INT. Oh, he got some air under this one. Deep down the middle. He's got it deep downfield. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Look at the touch he put on that throw down the field. That was a masterpiece. He was the artist behind it, laying it in the perfect spot to create the big play.
Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. On the move, headed right. And he will go down. The Patriots make the play. And they're headed in reverse after that sack.
You know what I call that, Kate? Punch, and you took a punch, but then you countered right back. You give up a big play, massive play, but you don't hang your head. You come right back, you get a sack of your own, and you change the momentum as quickly as you can.
Another try following the sack. The throw is caught. And they bring him down at the 7-yard line.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
They've held him out twice. Here we go, 3rd and goal. He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Talk about coming up clutch with that contact on 3rd and goal, partner. And now a decision for this offense to make on 4th down.
We know how hard it can be defensively in these goal-to-go situations. We know that you have got to be on point, every attention to detail. That's a job well done by that defense.
He can't find the end zone. They stop him, and they'll still trail as they turn it over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
On 1st down, they'll run. And it took a couple of guys to hold him down there after a gain of just 1.
The only thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Patriots up by 4. They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Here's May to the air. He's got the hook up to Weaver. And not much doing. He stopped quickly.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve. Some call it automatic. But it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on 3rd down. Setting up to pass. He's throwing deep to the left side. And this one is dropped and incomplete. He had the pick in his hands. Couldn't hang on. It's going to be 4th down. The Patriots have their punting unit out. And they could elect to just take the safety here. And he gets it away from his end zone. He'll just call for a fair catch here. And what incredible field position for them after that kick. So no return on that punt. And the Vikings are going to take over with their eyes on the end zone. From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
These are the kind of runs, Kate, that just soften up a defense. Keep working on them, keep working on them. And eventually you're going to break one of those counters for even bigger yardage.
Hauled in left side. And he gets it down to the 35 before stepping out.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They'll try and pick this up on the ground. Has room down the left sideline. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minute. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after. And now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. He'll look to throw it. A bit of desperation on this deep shot. And he has it along the sideline, but he got a little too close to that edge. They're going to say he's out of bounds. We've got 2nd down.
I'll tell you what, you give him another foot of space, and he's going to bring that in for a nice gain. The throw, it just didn't give him enough real estate to establish possession before he hit the sideline.
Man in motion, headed right. Back to throw. Try and push it deep downfield. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled. The catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Here he is to throw. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And he does get them the first before going out. Just over 20 seconds to play. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
You know, I'm really not sure if that was an intentionally brave play to challenge double coverage or just simply not seeing the two defenders. Either way, what a tremendous throw and catch that earns some momentum.
Throwing the out route complete. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
Offense to the line for 1st down, conscious of that single timeout they've got remaining. Here he is to throw. Incomplete pass, and we're down to 12 seconds remaining.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
To the air yet again, May. They left him wide open. It's complete. And he goes out approaching that 10-yard line. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And that's a New England 1st down.
Okay, when you watch the combine, you'll watch guys try to make this throw. And without chemistry, it's so hard to execute. That was picture perfect. That's a QB and receiver on the same page because that route, that deep out to the field, that takes just a different level of connectedness.
A new set of downs forthcoming. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Everybody wants to play quarterback until a play like that. Almost no resistance off the ball and the defense ready to maul you. It was all he could do to get rid of it before he gets just clocked.
The kick is good. He got it. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. All right, so in overtime, Brock, we could see one possession or we could see 3+. If the team who gets it first scores, the game ends then and there. A field goal or less, and we play on, and their opponents get a chance to respond. And if we're still tied after those first 2 possessions, this soccer chick likes this. It's golden goal football, Brock. The next score would win. Now, hopefully this conclusion will be just as exciting as our opening 4 quarters. The kick is away here in overtime. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. First throw of overtime now. Completed to his running back. And he's able to cross the 40 before going out. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Patriots will have a first down. Trying the right side. And they're going to get him down just shy of midfield. Still a nice gain, though, up to the 49. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have second down and 3.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
They give it to him again. And he'll be brought down after getting it to the 47-yard line. 3 yards there and enough to move the chains.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Another carry for him. Runs inside the 35. It's a 26-yard pickup there. And that's a New England first down.
Those outside runs so critical for running back, quarterback, O-line to hit their targets. They got a target area to expose that defense and make the most of it, and that offense just put on display some teaching tape for it.
Back-to-back carries here.
A split second, all that kept the defense from making a stand right there. It's amazing. Of inches and split-second reactions. A nice bit of burst, surge forward for enough to go get that first by a couple before they could finally drag him down.
Four downs now to get in. Here's first and goal. They'll try and punch it in. And he pushes it all the way to the goal line, but goes out at the 1. That's a gain of 8, and it brings up second and goal.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself up for success.
Now it's second and goal from the 1. They give it to him up the middle. And he's in for the touchdown. The Patriots go up by 6. So the Patriots come in and take the win on the road. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So for my partner, Brock Heward, and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott, saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. So long, everybody. The Patriots emerge as winners as we bid you farewell from Minneapolis.